Hello everybody, Hope Savara here with Mother Trucker Yoga. Happy Saturday. It is Stretch It Out Saturday. I've been coming to you live every Saturday with a new series showing you a simple stretch that you can do anytime, anywhere. And I've been getting some requests or some comments about some pain some drivers have been having in our Facebook group, Accelerate Your Health, and also via email. And the challenge or the stress was that people are complaining of shoulder pain, outer hip pain, bursitis sometimes, and then what to do about things like plantar fasciitis or restricted ankles, restricted calves. And I think one of the things that we want to remember is that everything is connected. If you're coming to us live, drop it in the comment section. Let me know where you're tuning in live from. I'm traveling today, so I'm not at home, but I'm excited to show you a quick move that you can do right outside your truck, or if you're staying in a hotel, or if you're at home, something that you can do. I think one of the biggest things we are constantly up against is, whether you're a truck driver or not, is we just don't move enough in today's world. It's not even about exercise. It's not the fact that you don't get to the gym or that you don't do yoga or that you don't do weights or whatever it is. It's not about that. It's the fact that we just don't move enough in our everyday lives. And so this is about inserting more movement into your day every single day that's really going to add up over time to help you be able to function more optimally in your everyday life. What does that mean? That means when you're 60, 70, 80, 90, heck, when you're 30 or 40, you don't feel like a train wreck. Your body's not stiff, sore when you wake up in the morning. You're feeling like you can't do basic things that you should be able to do. Your shoulders don't feel right. Your back doesn't feel right. This is not normal. And this happens because we're not moving enough in our everyday life. It's not because we're not doing enough push-ups. It's not because we're not doing enough planks. It's not because we're not doing enough squats, although squatting is a basic movement we should be able to do. It's because we are not moving enough during the day. If you're just tuning in live, hello, hello, hello. Drop it in the comments section. Longport, Indiana, or Logansport, Indiana. Welcome, welcome. Drop it in the comments section. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I love knowing where you all are across the country, and you never know when you could be right in somebody else's neck of the woods. This is what it's all about, connecting with other people and making sure that we humanize this existence of Facebook world and the internet and kind of this whole place that we're living in right now, which is why I'm coming to you guys live. All right, so I want to show you a quick stretch that you can do to help with shoulder pain, hip pain, knee pain, and even things like plantar fasciitis. The whole body is connected, all right? So if I can't lift my arm, my shoulder's catching, which I actually am rehabbing a shoulder injury right now. That's not a shoulder injury, but if I'm struggling lifting my arm, or I'm feeling like my hip hurts, or maybe you're struggling with bursitis, maybe you have plantar fasciitis or mysterious knee pain that you can't figure out where it came from, the most important thing to remember is everything is connected, okay? What we probably have learned, at least what I learned, is we learn parts. Just like on your truck, you have parts. But those individual parts don't really do a lot when they're separate. They don't become a running truck until they're all put together. The same is true for our body. Our bicep, our tricep, our deltoid, our lats, our glutes, our hamstrings, our plantar tendon on the bottom of our feet. These are all just parts, pieces, and they don't really do a whole lot until they're put together. But individual pieces and parts, when not working optimally, can make the whole body run haywire. It's just how one little part in your truck can completely drive your truck into a train wreck. So we have to take care of our body just as much as we take care of the vehicles that we drive. This is a vehicle that you are driving every single day. Yet time and time again, truck driver or not, I see so many people neglect this vehicle. They think that they are some special unicorn, that they can keep neglecting this vehicle until its parts don't work anymore. And then when the parts don't work, what do? We complain. We blame. We try to find the fastest, quickest fix, but that doesn't solve the problem. So I want to show you here today, hey Craig, hey, I want to show you a quick move that you can do that will help with shoulder pain, help with hip pain, help with knee pain, and yes, even help with plantar fasciitis. So driving all day, sitting all day, virtually the same thing. What happens is we don't lift our arms up overhead enough, but we're also not moving laterally, okay? Sideways. And this is really important that we reach more often during the day, because when I reach my arm up, I'm actually stretching the muscles in my hip, and even though we don't feel it, it's happening all the time. And when we move laterally, this way and this way, that stretch in the hip is also giving way to the knee and the ankle and the foot, and even the shoulder and the side rib. So we want to stretch the side body. So here's a test, here's a stretch, here's a quick tip. And I want you to try this and tell me how you feel, because I have a feeling that this might be more restricted and tight than what you thought. Okay, so step one. Step one, you're gonna take your lower body and you're gonna bump your hip out to the side. So I'm bending what would be your left knee if you're watching mirror image, and I'm pressing into my side hip as much as I can. I feel a stretch in my waist, in my hip, down the side of my leg. You might even feel it in your knee. Now I can turn my torso, or I can move my hip, and that really changes where I feel that stretch. So after a long time driving, that's a really great stretch, and you're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. It breaks up what we call the fuzz. Now the fuzz is a very scientific term. It actually came up by a man, a very, very, very brilliant scientist named Gil Hidley. And he calls it the fuzz, that when you wake up in the morning, there's actually a fuzz over all of your tissues. It's like dust bunnies along the side of your house. And if you don't clean those dust bunnies, they build up, build up, build up. Well, the fuzz is melted with movement. And if you know somebody that's in their 70s, 80s, 90s, and they haven't been taking care of their body, what do you notice about them? They move really slow, they move really rigid, it's really hard to lift their arms up because that fuzz has stiffened. That fuzz has like calcified. It no longer allows them to move freely, it restricts. And so we want to melt that fuzz, and we do that through stretching, through rolling, through fascial work, through massage therapy, but I'm showing you a quick stretch that's gonna help you melt that fuzz along the sides of your body to help reduce pain in the shoulder, hip, knee, foot, and ankle. Hey Gwen, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so step one, stretch one. You can totally do this, don't tell me no. Don't tell me you can't do this. Step one, bend one knee, and then you're gonna lean into the opposite leg. See how my torso is going this way and my hip is going this way? And then play with the torso, play with the hip, and you're gonna feel that stretch pretty much anywhere from rib to knee. I should do the opposite side because otherwise I'm gonna be crooked. So same thing. And when you do the opposite side, you can usually tell which side is tighter, or if you have an area that's more restricted, because we use our bodies differently on the right side and the left side. We can have totally different patterns. It's called a fascial line that creates issues, problems, pain, discomfort, restriction over time. So pay attention. Are you tighter in the front of one hip and tighter on the lower back on the other side? Think about how you sit in your truck. Think about how you move your legs. Think about how you position your shoulders while you're driving, because you're driving most of the time. All of that creates stiffness or restriction in different areas, which can be leading to some of the pain that you're having. Hello, hello, Diana, how are you? Okay. Doing it now. Okay, cool. So Gwen's doing it right now. So yes, you're feeling that pulling. That's the fuzz I was talking about. Okay, that's the fuzz I was talking about. If you think about your body, okay, if I grab my shirt here and I pull, you see how the lines on my shirt kind of go sideways? So here's the restriction, okay, and here's actually maybe where we're feeling the pain. So that pulling is trying to release all of that tissue from where the sticky part is, the fuzz, to maybe also where the pain is. So if you're having shoulder issues, this is why it might not be your shoulder, or might not be your hip, or might be your knee, or might not be your foot. And we could talk about this all day. Okay, so step two. Step two in the stretch. I'm gonna use the wall, okay? I'm gonna use the wall to kind of be a focal point for me to get more out of the stretch, but you don't have to use a wall. You could also use the side of your truck if you wanted. So I'm by the wall. See how my elbow is bent? It's not fully straightened. We don't need that much space. So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bend my inside knee and cross my leg. I'm actually a little close. And bump my hips. I'm going to go backwards here. Bump my hip out to the side, and now take my arms into the wall and push into the wall. So my inside knee is bent, my outside leg crossed behind. You could stand double-legged if you wanted, and then just adjust if you need to be closer away or farther away. But I'm using the wall to increase my reach. Otherwise, sometimes we just kind of hang there. I'm pushing the wall away, and as I try to push my arms straight, I'm pushing my hip away. So now, where do you feel the pull? Now, where do you feel the restriction? Is it like caught in your shoulder? Is it caught in your rib? Is it still in your hip? Is it down on the side of the leg? Where is it? And if you're wondering, like Hope, I thought you said this also helps with your feet. Well, it's all connected. So if this is all gunky here, you stretch that, you release that, you melt the fuzz, you may end up with less foot pain, less ankle pain, less knee pain, less back pain, less neck pain. You guys, if anything you learn from today's Stretch It Out Saturday, it's that where we feel pain, that body part that's screaming, is not always what's causing the problem. Because everything is connected, just like your truck, everything is connected. One part screams, it could cause another problem. We think, oh yeah, that's what I need to fix. Well, that's not always the case. The same is true in our bodies. So instead of just focusing on forward bending or back bending, if you're into fitness and you're trying to take better care of your body, today think about going sideways, all right? And that little bit of release after a long days of driving could help you sleep better, could help improve your back pain, could get rid of that pesky neck pain, could help you alleviate those shoulder problems that you just can't figure out where they came from. It is about the small, simple changes. And you, my friend, you are in the driver's seat. You have a choice to neglect your body or start taking care of it. This does not mean you need a gym. This does not mean you need a workout program. This does not mean you need to completely change every aspect of your life. It just means that today you have to make the next right decision. You have to make the next right decision to do something positive for yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have a body that functions optimally, there's not much excitement that you can find in life if you can't physically enjoy it. So my mission is to help every single one of you feel better wherever you are, right from the cab of your truck. This is one stretch that you can do while you're on the road, while you're at a truck stop, while you're in a parking lot, while you're at home, while you're in a bedroom, in a living room. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just have to be willing to make that change and do that stretch. So I feel it from the hip upwards. Absolutely, absolutely. So as you release this part here, Gwen, which is where a lot of your restriction is, and you have more freedom there, I wouldn't be surprised if you have less foot pain and less knee pain. Remember, it's all connected. This is what we have to wrap our head around. It's all connected, and just because we don't feel it where it hurts when we stretch doesn't mean it's not helping where it hurts. Does that make sense? Awesome. Okay, guys, so here's what I need you to do. I need you to share out this video. Down in the bottom, hit the share button. This helps Mother Trucker Yoga reach more truck drivers just like you, and let them know that there are small, simple changes that they can do to improve their life every single day. Big shout out to Bud and Tony's Truck Parts. They are our Fitness Friday and Stretch It Out Saturday sponsor. Without them, this would not be possible. Please like them on Facebook. Please follow them on Facebook. They have a bunch of new stuff coming out. Not only are they helping you and your truck get what you need, but they're going to help you and inspire you along your journey as a truck driver as well. So check them out. Let them know that Hope at Mother Trucker Yoga sent you over there. And most importantly, take care of the most important vehicle that you are driving. And that is your body, my friend. All right, until next time, share out this broadcast, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.